Hi, good evening, Anusha.
Hi. Sir, Supreme Court in its hearing gave a petition seeking extension of moratorium period. So, sir, could you just help me understand what the notification is all about?
Hi. So, we all understand that we are going through very unprecedented times where we are, on one hand, dealing with this pandemic and the situation where the fight is still going on, and
Yeah,
it's almost going to be more around a year. And while on one hand, the health sector uh, is really focusing on, developing a vaccine for finding cure for the COVID-19 pandemic.
yeah, yeah.
The other aspect, which is very important, is the economy of the nation. So, what happens is this nationwide lockdown that was imposed by our government under the Disaster Management Act. Now, that has eventually led to shutdown of many businesses for around 2 months. And even when there was an unlock, one, two, and three, now unlock three, all these things have happened. Many businesses have found it very difficult to revive their businesses. We have people coming to us also. They say that they will, get into, they will start getting their balance sheets, or they will sort their accounts, uh, matching the pre-COVID times in
Hmm.
around 2.5 years. So, given that situation, RBI had actually come out with this circular the moment the lockdown was imposed on perhaps 26th or 27th March of 2020. So, what happened? A 3 month moratorium was granted. That moratorium was something that the installments which were due to be given by the borrowers to the various financial institutions, the banks, the different cooperative banks, all those, any loan account. So the installments moratorium was imposed.
Hmm.
Debtors, or the people who had availed these facilities, they were given the benefit by the government that for 3 months they don't need to repay those installments, since the government understood, due to the lockdown, since nobody is going to earn anything, or it's going to be a meager amount, it will be very difficult for them to repay the loan installments. Now, the catch here is that the interest component during this moratorium of 3 months, which now is has was extended for another 3 months. So total the moratorium period was 6 months.
Hmm.
Catch is that the interest component would still be chargeable during the moratorium as per the facilities given, as per the loan agreement between the borrower and the creditor, or the banks, and you know
Mm-hmm.
generally,
Okay.
the
Yeah,
interest
yeah,
will be charged even during the moratorium.
yeah, yeah.
So the issue, there have been a lot of petitions.
Hmm.
And the main petition, which was disposed of recently, was in relation to the interest component, where they say that the petitioner has stated that since he was a person who had taken a home loan uh, for some lakhs, so
Hmm.
he should not be told to pay interest during the period of moratorium, especially when lockdown was there. He could not have
Yeah,
earned anything, and he could not have. I mean, it's not justified for the
hmm.
banks to charge interest on such period.
Yeah.
Now, this is one aspect of the matter. The second is there are other intervening applications, many applications which have been filed in Supreme Court. In layman's term, I would say there are other issues also there,
Hmm.
uh, because not just people have come to the Supreme Court filing applications not only for waiver of this interest component, but also that their installments should also be stayed for further period, since they have been unable to revive their businesses,
Yeah.
and they want the moratorium to be extended for another 3 months. Some have stated to extend it till January, some have stated to extend it till March next year, 2021.
Hmm.
And even now, while many businesses are doing well, and many businesses in the health sector and some other sectors, for instance, the IT sector, they
Hmm.
are doing well. They are in fact more profitable now.
Yeah.
But there are many businesses where there is still, uh, I mean, the revival is not there
Hmm.
post the lockdown, I would say. So in such circumstances, there are requests and there are petitions filed in Supreme Court, and even the constitutional issues are also being invoked. Some are saying that our fundamental right to, uh, uh, which is the freedom
Hmm.
to practice, to do our business, will be hampered if unnecessarily we'll be called upon to pay interest during the lockdown period, or even during this period when the economy is still, you know, slowly moving, moving up, and economy
Yeah.
economy it is still reviving
Yeah.
from the uh, lockdown effect. Actually not the pandemic, but it is the lockdown that had triggered the uh, shutdown of businesses, and the lockdown being the step taken by the government. So this is one perspective that, from the point of view of the debtor, or these normal, the persons who have availed loan facility, different loan
Hmm.
facilities. Now, government has recently in October come out with another relief package for them, that where the in 8 categories where the loan
Yeah.
amount that was taken was less than 2 crore rupees,
Hmm.
they have waived the interest component. So just day before yesterday, when the Supreme Court had disposed of one of the petitions, that petitioner was covered under that relief package.
Okay.
But as far as other uh, aspects that I've already highlighted to you are concerned, regarding extension of the moratorium period,
Hmm.
and in fact, this benefit was granted to only those people who have taken loan of less than 2 crore rupees. So what happens to those who have taken more than 2 crore? So all these things are still yet to be disposed of. The Honorable Supreme Court is hearing this matter, and it's now coming up for on 8th, I believe. So the issue is, I must say that it's we are into some confusion also, because on the one hand, some businesses have revived and they are doing better than other businesses,
Hmm.
and it's even better than pre-COVID times. So let's say in health sector and IT sector, I've already told you.
Yeah.
The other businesses are taking, they are actually in a mess. So in such a situation, while the Supreme Court has initially orally observed that we cannot, have different formulas for different sectors, but and then again, one more thing is there, that constitutional issues are also being invoked, where fundamental rights are invoked. Lawyers, I mean, petitions are filed, and they are specifically saying that, charging of interest, or if they don't extend the moratorium during the
Hmm.
period, that will actually hamper their fundamental right to do their business, because they are still, not able to come to terms with the pre-COVID times.
Yeah.
So issues are there, and we hopefully expect the Honorable Supreme Court to come up with an answer once the government, clear its stand also.
Hmm. Yeah.
Again, I mean, we are again living in uncertain times. We
Hmm.
don't know. Some states might still impose lockdown. Some are still doing it. Some are still imposing night curfew. Some are. I mean, we are still not into normal. Into normalcy.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time.
All right.
And this
Uh,
was a very helpful and educative session for our viewers.
Thanks, Anusha. The one more thing, I'm very happy that Lloyd has actually come up with this initiative, because I mean, the more prompt we are to, inform our audience
Yeah.
about what is happening, in the courts of our country,
Hmm.
especially in relation to these issues, when I mean, there is total confusion amongst different sectors.
Yeah,
This is one perspective that I told you. I mean, this is only from the perspective of the debtor. But what about the
definitely.
lenders? I mean,
Hmm.
banks are also they also grant the loan facility in accordance with the terms. Uh, I mean, they also expect to have a return from the debtors.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not a clear-cut formula where we can say that only debtors are the losers. The banking, the financial institutions are also into a mess. And
Yeah.
the more we get into a situation where, I mean, all the accounts are going to, get into, I mean, they are going to be declared NPAs. I mean, the economy is
Yes.
going to be in a mess.
Hmm.
I mean, difficult times for all of us, and we hope to find a solution. I mean, the once we are fighting this pandemic, uh, the period. I mean, the as we progress with our fight, the issues will again be more complex
Yeah.
and good solution. And the Honorable Supreme Court, I will definitely. I'm,
Hmm.
I'm very optimistic about that. They will definitely take care of the all stakeholders.
Definitely. We all hope so.